देखिए आप ज्वाइन करें। हेलो। चल ही नहीं रहा। वो वाला कंप्यूटर खोलो, दूसरा वाला जल्दी से खोल लो दूसरा। Okay, good afternoon, everyone. How are you? How are you? How are you guys doing? So let us start begin our course. Today we have our first class, and last Tuesday we already had our introduction and orientation, where we have described what we are going to cover in our whole course. Inshallah, it will be covering for 4 months. Inshallah. So let's start begin our journey. Uh, so today we are starting our session with HTML. Okay, let us see what is exactly HTML is. Okay, before I proceed to the HTML part, uh, let me explain you what is the programming. Okay, so you guys must heard about the programming language. There are so many languages, uh, which are using by programmer, high professionals, and everywhere. So let us clear our understanding about the programming. Okay, so the programming, if we are thinking about the programming, actually the programming is the process of creating set of instruction that we prepare in our mind, and what which we wanted to act accordingly, or it tells a computer how to perform a task exactly. So for basically the programming is set of instruction which we wanted to achieve through our mind, or we wanted to achieve through the computer. Okay, so again there are two kind of programming. First one is, you can say, the general programming. The general programming we are doing in our routine work. For example, we wanted to make a plan for outing. Okay, we wanted to go for outing, for example, wanted to do camping, go for beach side or something like that. So once we decided what we wanted to go, where we wanted to go, we wanted to go for camping, we wanted to go for beach. Let's say we wanted to go for beach. Before we go for beach, we plan, we start planning in advance what things we need to be taken with us, which when we'll go for the beach area, which thing we should carry. And for example, if we wanted to prepare our lunch at the beach, or we wanted to carry our lunch in advance, we will prepare our lunch and the stuff which we need to carry. So all the things we combine all together and put into the box, in the bag, and then we will carry through our car, or we will book the car. So all the things are integral part of our programming. Okay, this is the step. First step, we'll go out from our house, sit in the car, we start our journey, reach to the beach. What activity we perform in the beach? We will play something, and we will go and swim. Then we will prepare our lunch, we'll have our lunch. After finish our lunch, we'll take some rest, and then we'll come back our home. So this is all the programming which we are performing while our journey. At the same time, when your mother cooking some stuff at home, she prepares some lunch, she prepares some dinner. So accordingly, she prepare all the stuff. For example, she wanted to cook biryani. So before preparing the biryani, she prepare all the stuff, get ready in the kitchen. And again, if you wanted to go out for playing cricket, playing tennis, football, so you again you plan. If you go out for playing cricket, you will wear your costume accordingly. For tennis, there is different costume. For football, there is different costume. And maybe you wanted to shift your home. This is also the part of their programming. So this is all the general programming which we are doing in our regular routine work. Okay. Now you understand what is the programming which we are regularly doing. So we don't know yet what we are doing, but this is all the part of the programming. Now once we will talk about what is our computer programming. So computer programming, again, is the process of designing and building an executable computer program to accomplish a specific computing result. For example, you want computer to perform some mathematical function, some function which you cannot achieve on with normal routine things. Like if I wanted to say uh, multiply 10 with 2. Okay, this is easy. 10 multiply by 220. But when I ask you 10 multiply by 20 and divide by 500 and again subtract 2500 or some figure on it, so this is complicated operation. So how you perform this task? You ask computer to do it. Okay. uh, another type of computer is your calculator. If you use your calculator, this is also a computer. You are calculating complicated mathematical function through your uh, calculator as well. So the same thing you will apply uh, on your regular programming language. Okay. This programming language is written in different type of language. Like you are using Java, you are using Python, you are using HTML, and obviously JavaScript as well. So we started with our programming language with HTML. We will drill down what is HTML and how you do coding with it. Okay. Now there are two type of languages actually uh, in computer world. First one is low level language. The low level language is something which computer understand, which we cannot understand. Which computer know what task it need to perform. For example, start, shut down, print a document, open a software. We are giving some set of instruction to computer, and which is written in low level language, low level programming language, which only computer understand. Okay. There is another language which is high level programming language. The high level programming language which is written in easy English language. So which computer can transform this high level language into low level language, so which computer can easily understand. This high level language which is purely written in English, so we will start learning that things. Okay. Hope you understand this programming concept. Okay. Now I would like Abdul Rahman, okay. So Abdul Rahman wanted to say something. He raised his hand. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now let us understand what is HTML exactly. Since we are starting our journey with our basic HTML language, the uh, the HTML which we are using, it is HTML5. This is most advanced version, and most professionals in the world are using this language. This is most advanced version and upgraded version of HTML. And we will learn HTML basic structure, access element, tags and attribute and everything. Okay. I guess we already covered this part in our orientation class. Let me skip all this part from here. Okay. So there are tools which we should use for for our programming language while we are doing programming in HTML. The tool which we needed, any web browser. Okay, so hope you guys have most of you guys are using Firefox, Mozilla, uh, and obviously there is Chrome. Hold on. Okay, Ali Thala, if you are not there in your orientation class, this is we just cover our introduction. We have done some interactive session, one-to-one interactive session, and inshallah, if you have any clarification you need to discuss, you can send us private message. We will reply you back, inshallah. Okay. Now we were discussing about the tool which we will use our programming HTML. First one is any web browser, which is Google Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, okay, and maybe Safari, and any browser you need for your programming. The next thing you need, Notepad, the normal Notepad. You definitely used to use in your computer. So we will need normal Notepad. Every computer have this Notepad. And the third thing is the normal laptop and a computer. Okay, so these three things we needed in startup to kick start our HTML programming. So once we are having this thing, let's start with our uh, next session. How website making works. Definitely there is combination of different programming language, and first one is HTML. We will cover it. CSS, JavaScript for advanced language. Now let us start uh, thinking about HTML. What is HTML exactly? Okay, the HTML, it is a form of programming language. This is a pure programming language which web designer and mobile developers are using it, okay, for making their pages interactive and for website development. Exactly, that you use to make web pages and website for internet and internet viewable actually. So the HTML is basically, if you will see, this is if you can abbreviate it, it is hypertext, markup, and language. Now let us break up these three components: hypertext, markup, and language. What is hypertext? For example, whenever you go to any website, you need to browse different pages. Okay, for example, if you view any website, any of the website, let us see any website. uh, Hope you guys are seeing my screen. Okay, I am on a website which is which is giving us information of. Hold on, Abdurrahman said you guys are not seeing my screen, right? Only you cannot see. Okay, hold on. Now you can see, huh? Okay, this is the website, which is the normal company website. There is a home page, about us page, service page, career page, management page. For example, if I click on home, so it show me this web page home content. Okay, you see how nice this website it is, so I can easily, if I wanted to browse any other page, about us page, so I can easily move from one page to another page. So this is called hypertext. Hypertext means I wanted to browse from one part to another part. So it give me the HTML, give me flexibility to create a dynamic page, which interact with another pages, another websites, another screens, another sessions. So which we will learn while we learning this HTML coding, inshallah. Okay. Now can you see my presentation screen now? Okay. Next part is markup. Markup is something uh, which you exactly mark your languages, what type of operation you wanted to perform through the pages. There are some text, there are some formatting, there are some instruction which we want our HTML page should perform, should act, should show, should give us some result on it. And the language, definitely the language we are using right now as a referral language is HTML, is a programming language. But at the same time, if we wanted to integrate any other language with HTML, like JavaScript, which we will integrate with our HTML in future, we can easily integrate it with this. Okay. So please ask me anything. If you have any question in your mind, please clarify at this moment, because this is our base. Once we have a stronger our base, we can easily move on and we can easily dive in our next sessions. Okay. Okay. Now the question is, why we code in HTML5 when there is HTML4, HTML3. You guys definitely heard about this versioning. When we are saying 5, so must be some 4, there must be some 3, 2, 1 as well. So why 5? 5 because you should code in HTML5. It is an investment in the future, because you should learn advanced languages, whatever is uh, the professional are using at the moment. You should start using that thing. Okay, for example, if in future if there is HTML6, you should know what things are covering in HTML5, and whatever is the gap between HTML5 and 6, you can easily grab in. Okay, so there is the standard, and which is nearly all websites are based on. For example, if you will use any kind of website, everywhere you will see HTML. There is no any website in the world which is not using HTML, or especially HTML5. Okay. Okay, if we start using HTML coding, especially HTML5, we start coding from doc type HTML. Okay. Now, from here, I would like to give you little demo how we start writing our code by using our tools. As I said, we need three basic tools. First one is our web browser. Maybe it is Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, any browser, Notepad, and our laptop or computer. Okay. Now, what I do, you guys see my screen? Okay. For example, I am on my computer. I just pressed Window and R. Okay. Once I press Window and R, I can see the run screen over here. In run screen, I simply write notepad. Okay. Once I write notepad and click enter, system will open notepad automatically. If you guys are with me, please do this operation at your computer. Once you're done, please give me your confirmation on your uh, message box. Okay, please message me.
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a MacBook.
Okay.
It doesn't have Notepad, but it does have notes.
Yeah. Note also working. Note also working over there.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Note, you can, as I said, notepad, for example, in Windows, we have notepad, and in Mac, we have note. So we need a normal text editor where we can write our code. Okay. I'm waiting for confirmation from everyone. If everyone is open this notepad. Very good, Rayan. Very good, Abdurrahman, Avantika, Umar, Ali Taha. Okay, great. Now everyone have the notepad open with them. Okay. Now what I do, I simply write doc type HTML on top of my notepad. How you write it? Let me explain you. You have to open a tag and close a tag. In HTML word, these tags are very important, which I explain you in our next slide. But this is the tag which you have to define whenever you start doing your coding. You have to start up with doc type space HTML in between the tag. Okay. So you have to specify tag, start tag, exclamation mark, doc type, and HTML, and after that close the tag. This is the thing which you have to explain, enter before you creating any web page. Okay. So it's tell the computer that we are working on the latest version of HTML. So once we specify this tag, means we are working on latest HTML5, which start with open tag exclamation mark doctype doc type space HTML and close the tag. Okay. After that, let me explain you other part of HTML coding. Okay. After that, you have to specify what programming language you are starting with. Definitely you are starting with HTML. It doesn't matter. HTML should be small. HTML should be small. It's better to write a small word. doc type should be capital and HTML should be small. Okay. So you have to write HTML between the tags, HTML where you code your full website. Okay. And definitely once you open any tag, you have to close the tag. Okay. So let us write this thing in our notepad. After that, I write HTML, close the tag, and again HTML backslash HTML, close the tag. See, in this, in between this HTML, we will write our HTML code for specifying okay. Abdul Rahman wanted to join our session. He wanted to say something. Okay, Abdul Rahman. Okay, say.
Okay, I want to just say that why are we writing doc type HTML, right? So whenever we're starting Notepad, the Notepad, it doesn't know what we're doing, right? The Notepad doesn't know like we're starting HTML or something. So we need to tell the Notepad what we're trying to do right now. So that's why we write doc type HTML. And another reason for doc type HTML is we tell the computer that we're using the latest form of HTML, and that is HTML5. Otherwise, the computer doesn't know, which HTML we are using. HTML4. There are many HTML there. So the reason for writing doc type HTML is that we're telling the computer, hey computer, we're starting to code our thing in the doc type HTML5. So that's why every time you start a code, you have to write doc type HTML. Now now the second step is we're writing HTML. So this is the where your full website, everything, everything, pictures, images, the full website is here. If anything, if you delete HTML from here, right now your website is gonna be in error. So this is like your journey to starting, HTML. It's like opening the door of your house. When you open your door of your house, you're going inside the house. Just like that, you're going inside HTML. This is like where all the stuff happens. All you're writing all the codes, all the stuff is gonna happen inside HTML. So you can carry on.
Thank you, Abdul Rahman. You explained very well. So let us go for the next part, our HTML. Our next thing is after the HTML, we have to define the head of our page. Okay, what is our head of page? For example, if you open any web page, this is our web page which we have opened it. Okay, you can see it is clearly mentioned what kind of web page it is. This is it says Maxshare Private Limited. Have you seen everyone should see this Maxshare Private Limited is appearing on head. So this is the thing which we need to mention over our head actually. So how we define our head? Again, we have to open head. I said HEAD head and close the head. So Abdul Rahman, you wanted to say something on it? Sorry? Okay. Now after the head, you have to specify the title of the page. Okay. In title, this is our first web page. Okay, title. Okay, if you notice, if I open this title, I have to close this title as well. By how I close? Backslash title and then tag. After the head, we have another part which is body. Okay. I said body, body, close tag. This is our web page body. Okay. Now I have to, once I open the body, I have to close the body as well. Okay. Once I close it, so I can define with this way as well. Indenting is very crucial part in our programming. Right now I am writing simple code, but once I start writing any complex code, so it will be help me a lot if I start indenting from the start. Okay. Okay, now Abdul Rahman wanted to say something.
Okay, so this is the last step, head and the body. This is the full structure of the HTML. Coding is finished. Isn't this easy? So the first step is doctype HTML. Then you write HTML, inside, and inside there you write head and body. Now, what is head and body, right? These are the only two things that you need, and after that you're ready to like make your own website. So for what is head? Whenever you go in Google or Mozilla Fox, you see the new tab over there, right? That is this. The title is gonna come there. If this is our first page, and if I open this in the Google, then in the new tab it's gonna say this is our first page. But there are two things we can do with head. First is this, and head is also used for linking. So when in the future we are gonna link HTML with CSS for designing, so we're gonna link it from head, and also for JavaScript we're gonna link it from head. So it has two purposes. It is the first title of like our in the new tab, and the second is we have to link it. Now the body, this is the main. This is the the main thing. So this is where we're gonna write our paragraphs. We're gonna link to our other pages. We're gonna put images here. We're gonna do many things over here. So this is the main thing over here, body. Okay, you can continue.
Okay, thank you, Abdul Rahman. From here, we almost finished to have our web page. Okay, to design. So now time comes to save it and see what is the outcome of this page. Okay, so for saving this page, please check very carefully what step I am going to take. I click on file, click on save as. Okay, under the save as, you can see this window. By default, if you are opening any text editor, by default it give us extension with text document. This is not text document, this is HTML document, right? We are going to create a web page. Okay, and for creating the web page will not run with the text. Web page will run with HTML. Okay, so first thing which we need to change it on the save as type. Instead of text document, I should select all files. Okay, once I select all files, you see file name is disappear now. So under the file name, what I write, I said our first page. First page dot html. See what I write on file name as first page html, and then after that I can easily save it. Once I save and go to the folder where I have saved this file, you see icon of this file is automatically converted with our Google Chrome, because my default browser is Google Chrome, so I can see my first page over there. Okay, let us start our first page. You see our first page is mentioning this is our web page body, and also this is our first web page. Whatever I write on our title, it's automatically appear over here. This is our first web page. it's appearing on our title, and our body mentioning this is our web page body. Okay. Uh, After I save this web page, Abdurrahman want me to repeat it again. Okay. I go and browse my folder where I have saved this HTML, first page HTML. I have to double click on it. Once I double click, it automatically open my web page, on my default browser. Okay. Once I see the default browser, it automatically show me the title of the page and also the body of my page. For example, if I wanted to write something else on our body, okay, now I wanted to write, this is my second line in body. I save this file. Now I don't need to do save as. I just click on save. It automatically save on our web page. I will come here. I refresh this file. You see, it's automatically coming here. This is my second line. Wow, it is not coming on my second line. This is appearing on first line. So I have to give some more instruction to my coding that it has to be break. Okay, I'll explain you this thing, but let us break it. So it's automatically coming on in the second line. Yes, Abdurrahman. Okay. So let us go back on our presentation. So I already explained you what is our doc type, our HTML, head, body, and closing HTML tag. Okay, very good. Ali Thala said he trying to save it as HTML, but it's not saving. Ali Thala, let me explain you again how you save this thing. Okay, the notepad. Let us copy this whole file from here. Okay, copy. I recreate this file. Run. I open my notepad. I simply paste my text over here. I go to file, save as, and under the save as type, it is mentioning text document. I have to select all files, and I have to specify, for example, this is second page. Okay, second page dot html. Okay, and I simply need to save it. Once I save it, I will see the second page icon is coming here. Tala, is it okay? Can you please confirm, Tala? Very good, very good, excellent. Now we already understand how we create our base HTML, how we define HTML tag, how we define head, how we define body, and how we close all the tags. Okay, so uh, by the way, after closing of this session, I will share you the presentation and also the coding which we are practice coding which we are doing over here in the class. So same thing you can perform at your home as well, and after end of this class we will give you one assignment as well. Okay, now as we explain you about the tag, okay, tags are the one, the most important thing in HTML. There are two tags, starting tags and ending tags. Okay, so uh, tags, tags are tags. It once it start. Okay, if you say if you are aware of mathematical function, lesser than and greater than sign. Okay, so you have to specify this lesser than and greater than sign, and end lesser than sign uh, with slash and then greater than sign. Okay, we already explained you how you open your red notepad. Let me explain you how you edit any HTML. For example, uh, you already save your coding, and now you wanted to edit any file, any HTML file. So how you open it and how you edit that file now. Okay, so again, what you need to do, I will close my second page, I will close my first page, and I will close my welcome page. Okay, I go to, again, how I done this one, window and R, I write notepad and click OK. So my notepad will open over here. I have to click open, and it will take me to my folder where I was working last time. Okay, see, there is no file. I cannot see any file. Why I cannot see any file? Because there is no any text document. By default, whenever I open notepad, it will give me uh, uh, that extension as text. Okay, so I have to change it. I wanted to see my HTML file. So for this, what I do, I will click on all files. Once I click on all files, I will able to see all files. For example, I can see my presentation as well. I can see my first page, second page, and welcome page as well. Let me open my welcome page. Once I open my welcome page, again, you see all the things are, visible over here, which we have learned so far. Okay, so there is a HTML tag. Okay, head, title, body, body close, and there are some other thing, some other stuff over there in between body, so which we are learning in next slide. Okay, so if I wanted to add anything our in under our body, so I can easily write it here. This is our body. Okay, I just simply save it, and I will go to my folder, double click on welcome page. So this is my welcome page. You see what I write it here? This is our body. It's automatically appearing here. I just, if I wanted to remove this text from here and save this file, refresh it, you see that body text is disappear. Okay, up till here, if there is any question, please ask me or confirm me if everyone is clear. Everyone is clear, I believe. Okay, now I would like to go to the next part, which is heading. Now, see, whenever we create any document, the heading is very important part. It's playing very important role. For example, if you wanted to create any document for your school homework, okay, or your any of your assignment or any things, you have to specify some headings. Okay, for example, um, heading one is will uh, will be show you the regular font, which is the default format is 46 points. Okay, okay, okay. Now default regular heading font size is 46 point, and again, when you define heading, in HTML world there are different type of heading. Heading 1 will be visible on top. Heading 2 is subheading. Heading 3 is under sub 2 heading. Heading 4 is sub 3 heading. So there are, the title heading, the subheader heading. So we can go to the least level, the regular 12 point till 12 point exactly. So let us see how we define the headings. Okay, we already have this web page available with us. Okay, now we have title, we have head, we have body, we have heading, we have paragraph. Right, let us remove it. We have body, we have HTML. Now whenever we define any heading, for we have to specify which type of heading we want HTML should grab in. Let us explain heading 1. Once I open the tag, I have to close the tag as well. From H1, heading 1, open, heading 1, close. Okay. In between, I have to define what kind of heading. I said this is heading ONE1. I said 1 as well. I just simply go file, save. Once I save it, I can refresh the page. You see, the heading 1 is automatically appearing here. Okay. Instead of heading 1, I can easily mention this is our first web design class. Okay. I simply save. Once I refresh, you see, so this text is automatically changed. Similar way, we can easily define heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, like H2. This is our subtitle of class, and I have to close it. H2. Once I save it, how I save it? There is shortcut key in our uh, keyboard, Control S, or I can say file and save. Okay. Once I save it, I have to refresh. Once I refresh, you see, you feel the difference. The first heading have bigger font. The second heading are little lower font. Okay. Let us specify our heading 3. Heading 3. This is our heading 3. Okay. Now H3. Control S. This is our heading 3. In similar way, I can easily define heading 4. Heading 4. Let's see. This is our heading 5. Heading 5. 5, 5, and 6. Okay, I have to save it. Once I will see here, you see, all our heading are appearing here, like heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6. Okay, so please ask me if there is any question from your side. Okay. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can clarify now at this moment, or otherwise Abdul Rahman can will be there for to help you out, inshallah. Okay. Now between heading, we need to specify some paragraph. Okay. How we specify any paragraph? For example, under the heading, this is our first web page. I wanted to specify what is that exactly. Okay. So what I do, can anyone tell me how we define paragraph? This is a question. Can you define me how we define paragraph? What tag I should write? Can you please write me? Who wanted to define? Can you please explain me? Ali Tala, Avantika, Ryan, Umar Zia. Anyone? Or Ryan or Zayan? Zayan, can you please explain me how we define paragraph? Okay. I believe I have to explain this thing. Okay. We have to define paragraph starting with the P. Okay. P is paragraph. This is our paragraph under H1 heading. This is our paragraph where we need to insert our content. Okay. Now, when I open paragraph, I have to close the paragraph as well. Okay. So once I save it, refresh the page, you see this lines is coming here. Okay. If I wanted to add thousands of line here, I can easily enter thousands of line. For example, if I wanted to define about myself, you can say about me. You can easily define about you. You see, about me, you have to specify over here. Okay. So clear? So I'm sure everyone is clear on this heading part and also the paragraph part as well. Now let us learn about the bold. Okay. Whenever you define anything, okay, okay, whenever you define anything, you wanted to bold any element, you wanted to make it italic, maybe you wanted to underline anything. So this is also you can easily define within your paragraph. Okay. For example, let me take the example of this website, which is MaxShare Private Limited. MaxShare Private Limited says they are this. Okay. This is their executive summary. I just make a copy on it and I just put it over here. Okay. And I save this. Okay. What is happening? Okay. 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 This is our, about me page. I have copy one text from the website. Now you wanted to specify, for example, this is MaxShare Private Limited. So MaxShare Private Limited, you wanted to make it bold. Okay. Okay. How you do it? Okay. So with the bold operation, you can define the bold. See, the good thing in HTML, for example, if you wanted to specify heading, heading is easily understandable. It should be start from H. Paragraph, P. Okay. Now, what you are defining, you are going to do any bold operation. So, bold B started with B. So, what you do, you can see the, say the bold, start bold from here, and the bold should be and over here. Okay. Once you save this record, okay, you refresh it, you see the bold automatically is coming here. Okay. Now I wanted to make some italic of some word as italic. Okay, I wanted to say the transportation and construction should be bold and italic. First we said italic. Okay, now italic, I, italic start from I said I, and backslash I start end. Once I save this record, I can easily see this italic. Transportation comes as italic, right? Okay. It's the same thing apply under construction. I said italic, italic, and also at the same time I wanted to see this construction as a bold as well. So I see bold, and at the end of this line I will finish with bold. Okay, I save this record, I will go there. You see, it is constructions comes as bold and italic, since this one is showing as only italic. Okay, I wanted to underline anything. Okay, I wanted to underline anything. I can say Max Share was formed as sole proprietorship in December 2018. I wanted to underline this thing. You can say underline start from U. Okay, as I say underline U, and over here underline. Okay, see, it's come underline over here. All the text which I define as bold is coming here. I will, and I'm indenting this thing, whatever I have specified separately, bold, italic. So once you receive this file, you can easily understand what we have done. Okay, and the underline also. Okay. Okay. And everything defined under the P. Okay. Okay. See, now you can able to see the same thing. There is no any difference if I see system automatically, my HTML automatically align accordingly. If you see your text editor, it's show me a kind of junk wording. But why is showing junk wording? Because I just indenting it and save this record, so it show you like that. But once I see my page, it will automatically give me the proper formatted wording. Okay. Okay. There is one more thing which Abdur Rahman would like to explain you. Oh yeah. So I open the PowerPoint and Abdur Rahman will explain you about something else on bold, strong, italic, and emphasize. Okay. Now, Abdul Rahman, can you please explain?
Okay, so while we were learning about bold and italic, there's one more thing. You can see here it's called strong and emphasis. So there's actually no difference between like comparatively between bold and strong. Bold and strong are the same thing, and italic and emphasis the same thing. But there's one major difference I'll tell you. But other than that, if you write bold, it will also show like bold in the other page, and if you write strong, it will also show strong bold in the other page, and even for italic and emphasis, there's no difference. The only major difference is like you see in this world there are like some disabled people who are like colorblind. So while when they're using your website, when they're using your website and they want you have put in some sentence there's something bold over there. So if you use the bold tab, the B one, the colorblind people cannot actually like see very clearly that it is bold. But if you use the tag strong, then they can clearly see, because this features makes it some kind of some technology that the colorblind people can see that this sentence over here is strong, and same for emphasis, so they can see clearly. It's not a major difference, but if you want your website to be with accessible to more people, especially disabled people, then you can use strong, and that's a very great thing about this thing. Thank you. You can carry on.
Okay, thank you, Abdul Rahman. Now I explain you how you replace this bold with strong. Okay, there is again, as Abdul Rahman said, there is no difference between bold and strong. Just you need to simply um, replace this B with strong, strong, and here also you need to put strong here. Okay, once you save this record, you can able to see the same thing over here. But as soon as any disabled person like color blind or any person who are using uh, uh, this keyboard with the with embossed keyboard, so they can easily aware that this word have some importance. Okay, so it's marked as not as a bold but as a strong, so which they can easily attract, their intention. It will easily attract them. So the website will be enough for them to explain them artificial intelligently that this word is emphasized on something. Okay. Okay. Now next thing we wanted to explain you about superscript and subscript. What is superscript? For example, if you wanted to um, say someone that I got first position in my class, second position in my class, but at the same time when you write first, it should appear as first and st on top, second nd on top, third on top, fourth on top. Similar, we have subscripts. Subscript, if you wanted to write something which is coming underline, for example, any formula like CO2, H2O formula. So you can easily explain and define this kind of subscript and superscript. So how you define this thing? So I will explain you. For example, under the heading 2, I said sub. Okay. First, I explain I start with paragraph. I got first ST. Okay. Position in the class. Okay. Once I save this record, I can see I got first position in the class. You see, it's automatically, if I will increase the font, it's automatically giving me first ST as on top. For example, if I don't write this sub, okay, I just write ST like that. How it appears? Let's see. It's appear like that, okay, but I wanted to specify as a first as on top of that, so I have to specify with this way. Okay, so once I provide this one, so I got first position in my class. Okay, and now there is another part which is subset, means if you wanted to specify any of formula for water formula, for carbon dioxide formula or something like that, so you can easily explain like that. You say water, okay, I say P paragraph, I said water formula is CO2, I close the formula. If I refresh this page, you see CO2 is showing me as a normal text. I wanted to see CO2 as a sub of O. Okay, so how we can see this one? I have to specify as sub sub and the tag with sub sub. Okay, I have to save this record. Okay, you see CO2 is automatically start coming under the O. Okay, so this is the our sub and subscript, how we define it, and we already explained you this thing. Okay, Abdul Rahman, you wanted to say something? No. Okay, now before I go proceed with assignment, this is our end of our first class. Okay, today we go in in a bit slow pace. We did not go for with more advanced things, and but in our future class we will uh, uh, keep our pace a bit higher side, and inshallah you will learn so many other things also. Okay, now just before I give you assignment, I would like Abdur Rahman to show his website, what he has done. Okay, what he perform his how he perform his HTML work. He would like to show you his website. Okay, Abdur Rahman, over to you now. Okay. Okay, hold on. You are host now. Yes, you can share screen. Abdurrahman, you're mute. Abdurrahman, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You can see this is like my first website, which I made it with some help. As you can see, this is how it goes. This is the most basics of the website. Still I'm working on it, but this is like a glimpse of some website what you can do here. you know so while in the future we're going to show you how do you link this that links to the website. And this is the basic, this is I did this with the CSS and all this. So yeah,
You can show your COVID-19 application.
Yeah, okay. Uh, 19 tracker. One minute. And please. I did this in the JavaScript, as you can see. Just a few minutes. It's gonna start, and then I can. Starting. I'll show you from my.
Okay, go on top. This one, go Noman. Okay.
I'll just show you one. This one that I saved it in here. So this is my. Okay, not started. Okay.
Actually, Abdurrahman wanted to show you through his GitHub. He already created his GitHub account, and he already deployed this application on GitHub. Okay,
I'm gonna send you a URL so you can guys.
So you guys will learn all this advanced thing. Go YML.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay.
this is
Just
my-
copy this one. So you all can see this website on your screen. Abdurrahman, copy this one.
Yes. 1 minute. Oh, 1 minute. Let me just go URL. So if I type this URL here, it's gonna start now. Okay. So 1 minute. As you can see, this is like my which I made it in you know COVID-19. So this is a map here showing all everything all for how many cases there are. You can see all here everything that now we can all see like this, and then there's this bar over here infected. There are how many infected throughout the world, the global status. Here you can see how many were affected today.
By the way, this is real-time application.
Yeah.
If you wanted to see a position as of today, so you can able to see. We will share you this link.
Okay, and then if you want to see for Bahrain, it's gonna show today the current state in Bahrain. This online. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So in another way, you all will able to create such application after completion of this course, inshallah. Okay. Okay. Now I would like to Abdurrahman, I can.
Is anyone having a doubt right now? So you guys can do share screen, so we can look at some codes. I saw some people, they were having doubts. I'm gonna clarify.
Okay.
Is anyone having some doubts?
Azuma, can you click and make me host now?
Oh,
Click on my name and make me host.
okay. Okay, now you're host.
Okay. So now the next thing is we would like to give you one assignment. Your assignment is you have to write an introduction on yourself using HTML, and you have to submit it before Wednesday. Okay. And if you have any question, any doubt, you can always send us a private message over the WhatsApp, and Abdur Rahman inshallah will be available on Tuesday at 3 o'clock. Okay, if you have any question, any query, any doubt, so he will connect with you and clarify you anything if there is any doubt. Okay, and we will inshallah share you the recording of this session, and also all the material and the presentation with you over the WhatsApp. Okay, please ask me if there is any question from any participant. Very good, Tala. Very good, Tala. So inshallah, we will see you next Friday. And if there is any question, any doubt, you can directly ask me. And we are waiting for the assignment before Wednesday. So please submit your assignment, so we will know what is your pace, and whether you are learning whatever we teach you. So we should be aligned together in future courses.
And also tell your parents what you learn, so they will be happy. And I hope you do some creative right now. What we showed you, there's so many things you can do right now with paragraph H1. Whatever we taught you right now, you can use so many things creative. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow for the next class, and I want to see good assignments.
Okay, everyone. Thank you for joining. Bye bye. Yes, please. You have any question?
How do we submit our work?
Oh, very good. Very nice question, Ryan. You are asking. Let me share you my Abdur Rahman share with you his email ID. We will send you email, so you can submit through email. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Please, Abdur Rahman is sharing you now, right now. Okay. Please check your message box. So he share you his email ID. So please submit it.
Make it?
Okay, you receive it?
It's not French toast. It's crepes. Crepes, man.
No. Wait. Yeah. Yes, I did.
Okay. Okay. So if you guys have any question, you also can write an email. We, inshallah, Abdul Rahman try his level best to answer you on prompt basis. Okay. Abdul Rahman will share you his other stuff, other projects, inshallah, on next classes. So he has done other project as well. So he will share you accordingly, and he will share his experience as well. Okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. See you in next class, inshallah. Bye bye.
Bye.